Hi guys, the Will One here again today, and today I'm doing another Wolves transfer news and rumours. So let's begin. Let's begin with done deals. Since last week, Paul Gladden has left Wolves to join his former club Heracles, or however you pronounce it, back on loan for the season, and he's happy to be there and that. And I can't say he's a bad player, but I can't say he set the world alight. But to be fair, he never got much of a chance here, so hopefully he does well there. And if we have to, we sell him now, and because to be honest, I don't see him here for the very long term, so that's a good deal for him, and really it's a good deal for Wolves. It's for a year at least. He's off our paychecks and that, and we know he'll be playing football. Now mainly goes to the rumours and that, and they're not actually rumours, there are genuine stuff behind them. Let's look at them. First of all, the big one of them all, Ruben Neves from Porto. Apparently we have agreed about I've heard 15 million, I've heard 18, so we'll say 15 to 20 million pound deal for him. It's shocked me, you know. I didn't. We had this last season with Talisca. I didn't think we'd have it again this season. I thought we'd go after like other players with about 5-6 million, something like that. I haven't actually watched him play, I'm going to be honest, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. First of all, he's 20 years old, so that means that he's got plenty of time ahead of him. He'll make mistakes, but let's be honest, looking at this Wolves team, there were plenty of mistakes in there anyway. You know, I'm not saying we've got terrible players, but we make a lot of mistakes, so he wouldn't be anything different. Second of all, apparently he's a midfielder. He's more defensive, you know, he's a defensive midfielder, and he's got good vision, he can pass the ball, and he can drive a midfield forward. And now, listening to that, I actually believe that is sort of what we need. Yes, we've got like CS who can pass the ball, but we haven't got a midfielder who can just get the ball down and drive that midfield forward. We've been missing that, and maybe he is part of the key for it. Maybe he is part of the key to help us with it. You know, and I'm actually I'm hoping he goes through. They reckon that he'll be having a medical tomorrow or Tuesday, but they definitely believe we've agreed the deal, and Portuguese reports are saying that we've signed him. You know, but if this deal goes through, we will break the Championship club record as well as our own. So we've already broke our own record twice under Fossen, so we could break it for a third time, and we could break the Championship record. I know a lot of people out there from other Championship clubs are actually quite shocked at Wolves also being linked with him. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a bit of a shock to some people. It's a bit of a shock to me, to be honest, but at least it shows a bit of ambition. The only problem with it is that he is from Porto. Nothing against Porto, if anyone has a go at me. But basically, it's not the Championship, okay? He might not do well, he might do well. How Da Costa came done well, you've had other people come do not so well. So we have to look at this and say, look, he could fail, but he's also 20 years old. You have to give him that time. He could have a year to adapt, and then 2-3 good years in it, then the Premier. So he's got plenty of time. He can adapt to it, and it can work. And we just have to get behind him and trust him. Also, guys, done deals for Wolves. Barry Douglas was announced yesterday as signing for Wolves on a 2-year deal with an extension of with a clause to extend it by a year if needed. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a decent signing. We need a left back who's just a natural left back, and we've got one there. He's Scottish. You know, I've not really seen him play, so I can't judge him. But maybe he's really good. So just got to wait and see. To another rumour, guys, someone called Willy Bolly, also from Porto, we're after him, and they reckon that he can be joining Neves down here. Both of them played under Nuno. Both of them are from Porto, so know each other, so it can't all be too bad. That would only be a loan. As I say, I'm looking forward to these transfers now. I'm looking for. I think Fossen are giving him the money and we're spending it well. So, as I say, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe he might be a flop. Maybe he won't. We'll have to just wait and see. But I do know that Chelsea, Liverpool and Juventus are also after Ruben Neves. But Wolves are beating them to it. So, quite happy about that in a sense. But as I say, medical and personal terms, all that has to be agreed now. The only other rumour I've really heard, guys, is that we are also the runners-up to sign Benny Kofobi. Now, if this does happen, I will actually be really happy. You know, I know Kofobi left. Some says that he did perform the best that he could. Some people says, well, it's the formation and he's getting no service in that. Probably a bit of both. He could have tried to do a bit better, but on the other hand, if you're getting no service, you ain't going to get anywhere. I would be happy to have a Folby back. He was a top quality striker for us, and the last striker we've actually had that consistently performed and got goals and we could rely on. So I'm happy for him to come back down here. So if we do put a bid in for Falby, I won't be complaining. And I can see that we're gradually starting to shape a team, because the one thing I have realised is that if we sign Ruben Neves, the starting lineup could look something along the lines of Hakimi in goal, Douglas at left back, Doherty at right back, maybe before Ofosu Aya gets experience, bring him in gradually. The centre backs could be any three between Bennett, Miranda and Bath. If we get this Bolly and he's a centre back, there's 4 centre backs for you. The midfield could look something along the lines of Romain Sias, Neves, Connor Ronan. I think Connor Ronan did really well last year. I like to see him given an opportunity, but I think also with someone like Sias and this Neves kid in that midfield, it could completely, it could really cause people trouble if they perform at the top of their game. And then on the wings, Costa and Graham, that would be just a good winger. And then if we've got a Falby up front, that to me would be a good, strong squad, really. You are looking at about at least a top 10 side there, So we'll just have to wait and see what signings we do make. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Comment what you guys think. Would you like to see Neves sign? I would love to see him sign. I think a lot of Championship teams will be shook by it. It would be a great signing for us. It would just be one player, so you need the other players to also step up and work around in that as well. But as I say, Nuno is only been here 2-3 weeks. Let's give him this chance. We're starting to get a few signings in, and hopefully he can bring in this big talent. Anyway, guys, as I said, that's it for today. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more content, and let's get to it then, guys. I'll see you later.